Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be taking this 2023 Mazda CX-50 on a POV test drive. This one is the highest trim. This one is equipped with the 2.5 turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, and this one is the Premium Plus package. So it is the highest trim you could buy on the Mazda CX-50, and this thing honestly looks very nice and sharp. And this color is called Polymetal Gray. Mazda been sending this color and this trim a lot. Dealerships can't even choose what trim to get. So let's go ahead and take this CX-50 on a test drive and see how it does. Alright, so here is the interior of this 2023 Mazda CX-50. This one is the highest trim, and this one has the 2.5 turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. I do have a video of the 2.5 non-turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, and honestly I was impressed with it, but the engine felt a little bit weak. But today let's go ahead and take this 2.5 turbocharged on a test drive and see how it does. This one is the highest trim, as I said, and it does have a beautiful 360 camera, and it does have a beautiful backup camera. There's two views, so there is a left view and a right view. For some reason I can't go to the second or to the wide view. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but beautiful clear backup camera. The lines do move when you move or when you turn the steering wheel. Let's go ahead and take this CX-50 on a drive. And here is the front facing camera, by the way. Let me see if I could actually change the modes. Yeah, for some reason I cannot change the modes. I'm not exactly sure why. Alright, so first impressions of this 2.5 turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. It is nice and responsive, and you hit the gas and it just wants to go. I've noticed the brakes are not as responsive. The brake pedal is a little bit on the harder side, and the brake doesn't feel like it's that strong. But I'm gonna talk about the brake feeling at the end of my video, and I'll let you guys exactly know what I feel about it. But this is what I felt like when I stopped at that last traffic light. So far, this thing, as I said, it just wants to go. It's nice and responsive. You hit the gas and it just wants to go. We're gonna hop on the highway and we're going to see how this CX-50 will do. That was the blind spot monitoring system, by the way, and seeing out of this SUV is very, very good. The windshield is nice and big, and seeing out of the back window is decent. The side mirrors are nice and big. There's three drive modes: sport, normal, and off-road. This thing definitely moves, and it doesn't upshift by itself. This thing is seriously quick. As I said, guys, it does have a 2.5 turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. It is connected to a 6-speed automatic transmission, and this 6-speed automatic transmission is impressive. I've driven Mazda 6-speed automatic transmission, and it is nice and quick, very responsive, and I think Mazda did a great job tuning this 6-speed automatic transmission. I am hearing a little bit of road noise from those rims. The size is 245, 45, 20, so a good amount of road noise. The cabin is nice and quiet, so when cars passing by, it's nice and quiet, but those 20-inch rims definitely make the ride harsher and a little bit noisier. The turbo spools up very quick. By the way, it does have a 2.5 twin scroll turbo, and this SUV is very, very responsive. As I said, I did drive the non-turbo and it was good, but it didn't feel like it was that powerful. And if you guys something that is really powerful, then definitely go with this 2.5 turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. Anyways, this one produces 227 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque, and that's on 87 gas. If you guys do premium gas, then those numbers will go up. So with premium gas, the numbers will be 256 horses and 320 pound-feet of torque. And I am seriously impressed with this 2.5 turbocharged. The seats are nice and comfortable, but I really wish that the seats were a tiny bit more comfortable. There is a 10.5-inch screen. Does look very good, and Apple CarPlay and Android Auto fill the whole screen, which I like. Steering wheel has a really nice feel to it. It's a little bit on the thinner side, but it is wrapped in leather, and it's very nice and light, and it does stiffen up when you put it in sport mode. Downshifting is very responsive. I'm gonna go ahead and put this SUV back in sport mode, and I'm gonna hop on the highway. This poly metal gray just looks honestly amazing. And I'm not sure if you guys could hear, but I could definitely hear the turbo in person. There is a beautiful panoramic sunroof in this CX-50. This 2.5 has a really nice deep sound to it. Maybe some pumped in sound from those speakers, but overall it has a really nice sound to it. I really like the fact that Mazda uses a lot of soft materials in their SUVs and cars, and everything feels nice and high premium quality, and gauges look good. So overall, a very nice, comfortable SUV, and I love the fact that seeing out of this SUV is very easy. So all the windows are nice and big, the mirrors are nice and big, and the seating position is perfect. I could lower the seat all the way down, I could raise it up a good amount, and the seat adjustment overall is just perfect. This CX-50 has ventilated seats, and heated steering wheel. And again, guys, that 10.25-inch screen honestly looks very, very good. Pedal shifters feel nice and solid. So this Mazda CX-50 has all the nice safety features, but I couldn't activate the steering assist for some reason. It would display that it's on, but the steering assist just won't work. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on with the steering assist. It does have adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, as I said, and emergency braking. And yeah, it does have all the nice safety features, but for some reason the steering assist was not working with me. Again, it does have Bose sound system. This whole thing right here is nice and soft. This is wrapped in leather. This is extremely soft. I love the crossed orange stitching. This is soft. Everything is soft. The brake pedal still feels a little bit weird, a little bit on the harder side, and I really don't like the way how it feels overall. So Overall, a very well put together SUV, and I really like this SUV. But I think Mazda needs to fix the road noise, because the road noise is a little bit on the louder side. Overall, it's such a beautiful SUV. By the way, the price on this one is $43,000, which honestly isn't that bad for the highest trim. Let's go ahead and put this SUV in sport mode and merge on the highway. All right, so very responsive, very quick, and you are not going to have any issues merging on the highway or passing anyone. I think Mazda did a great job with this SUV. I really love the way how it handles, the way how it drives. But the road noise is a little bit loud on the highway, doing 70 miles per hour. I feel like I have to scream. But other than that, this thing feels nice and solid. I'm not sure if the suspension is a little bit on the stiffer side or just those low profile tires. I think it has to do something with the low profile tires, and I really cannot wait to drive the lower trims with more rubber on them. So gauges look good, interior looks very nice, a lot of nice soft touches, and Mazda does a great job with their interiors, and even the exterior looks amazing. I really love the headlights and tail lights, and I really like this poly metal gray. I think it looks honestly amazing, and overall it's such a beautiful SUV. So for the MPGs, I personally think they are good for from this 2.5 turbocharged four-cylinder engine. 23 in the city, 29 highway, and 25 combined. So I think those numbers are pretty good, and seating position is perfect, as I said. This SUV feels a little bit on the bigger side, but honestly it's something you could get used to very quick, and this thing is very easy to drive because of the large windows, big mirrors, and the steering wheel, the way how Mazda tuned the steering wheel. It's nice and light around parking lots, but nice and heavy at higher speeds. Brake pedal still feels a little bit weird, and I'm not exactly sure why Mazda made it this way. The brakes don't feel as confident, and the brake pedal itself is a little bit on the harder side, so I'm not a big fan of that. Handling is very good from this SUV, and by the way, if you guys are curious about how much it tows 3,500 pounds, which I think is good. Again guys, 20-inch rims with very little sidewall is equal to less comfort. The more rubber you have on the rim, the more comfortable the SUV is, or the car. Climate controls are very easy to use. There is dual climate control. Engine start stop looks good. This right here is nice and soft, and as I said, there is just a ton of soft materials, and Mazda does a great job. Down here there is the backup camera, the 360. You can turn off all the safety features. Here is the parking sensors, traction control, the engine shut off, tailgate release, and the memory seats are right there. By the way, there is nice storage place, 2 cup holders. Here is the 6-speed automatic transmission, few controls to control that screen right there, and there is the e-brake, brake hold, and the drive mode selector. As I said, there is sport, normal, and off-road, and this center gauge changes because it is actually an LCD screen. This 6-speed automatic transmission shifts very quick for a non-sporty SUV or non-sporty brand, kinda. It's very, very responsive. Here is a volume knob. As I said, e-brake and brake hold. I love the gloss black with the brushed aluminum. This whole thing right here is extremely soft, so good job, Mazda. And inside there is a nice storage place with 2 USBs. And by the way, there is a wireless phone charger right here. I always forget that there is a wireless phone charger. The location of it isn't really the best. I really wish that Mazda put it in a better location, to be honest. Maybe right there would have been nice. Oh, and by the way, there is a 12 volt right here. I always forget that there is a 12 volt. And there is this panoramic sunroof. And up here there is a glasses holder, some LED lights, which is nice. And the mirror is nice and frameless. And it's a beautiful SUV. I really, really like it. But I might, if I were to buy this SUV, I would definitely go with a lower trim that has more rubber, but I would choose this 2.5 turbocharged engine because it is much better than the non-turbo engine. Leaving this SUV in automatic mode, it shifts nice and smooth. Even in sport mode, it does shift nice and smooth. It does hold the RPMs a little bit higher for a little bit more aggressive, driving. This thing seriously moves. I really like this 2.5 turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, 311 pound-feet of torque, and 227 horsepower. I'm gonna go ahead and do an acceleration right here. I'm gonna brake boost this SUV. The brake pedal still feels weird, and I really don't like that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do a quick acceleration. I'm gonna leave traction control on, and it is in sport mode, automatic mode, and I'm gonna brake boost it and see how this SUV will do. A little bit of torque steer, but this thing is quick off the line. So Mazda, you did a great job with this engine. A little bit of delay, but that's completely fine. This is a turbocharged engine, and the turbo needs to spool up to basically push you back to the seat. But I am seriously impressed, and this is the top trim you could buy. So $43,000 I think is a decent price. I think it's pretty good. But yeah, I really love the way how it drives. I think it's a perfect SUV, but the only thing that Mazda needs to do is fix the road noise and maybe make the suspension a little bit more comfortable, or it would be nice if they give us adaptive suspension on this highest trim, because on something like a Honda Accord Touring, it has adaptive suspension. So it would have been nice if Mazda added adaptive suspension on this highest trim. As I said, there is heated seats, heated cold seats, heated steering wheel, and overall it's a very good package. It has a ton of features, beautiful 10.25-inch screen, and overall I think Mazda did a great job with the with this SUV. And there's a good amount of leg room in the front and back. The trunk is nice and big, and I really like this CX-50. Anyways guys, I would like to thank Mazda of Milford and Spencer for providing me this Mazda CX-50. If you guys are around and if you guys are interested, make sure to come and check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put the information and link at the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.